Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Agricultural Science class with Miss Oguinka Taiwo. And today we'll be discussing the topic male and female reproductive system. Under this topic, we'll be talking about the meaning of reproduction, male reproductive system, and female reproductive system. We'll be talking about male and female reproductive system in farm animals, and we'll be discussing the under this meaning of reproduction, male reproductive system, and female reproductive system. What is reproduction? Reproduction is the ability of animals to give birth to their young ones. And the purpose of this reproduction is to ensure continuity of life. Farm animals reproduces sexually and mostly through viviparous. Viviparous is just the giving birth to life or young ones alive. Viviparous is the act of giving birth to young ones alive. While in poultry birds and fishes, they exhibit what we call oviparous. When we talk about oviparous is when young ones are being produced by laying eggs and the eggs are hatched. This process is called incubation. Let's go to farm reproductive system in farm animals. I want to discuss the male reproductive system in farm animals. Male reproductive system in farm animals. The male reproductive system includes the testes, which produce the spermatozoa. In this picture, you can see the picture of a urinary bladder. You can see the urethra. You can see the kidney, vas deferens, uterus masculinus, the spermatic cord. You can see the epididymis. You can still see the two testes. You can see the scrotal sac, prostate gland, the urethra, and you can see that everything ends where? At the penis, that long organ with an opening. So let's talk about the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system includes the testes, which produce the spermatozoa, and sex hormone, which is called testosterone. Testosterone aids the development of male sexual secondary characteristics. The spermatozoa are specially produced in the seminiferous tubules of testes during meiotic cell division by a process called spermatogenesis. The testes are suspended and protected by scrotal sac. We have two testes that looks like ball. And what houses the two testes is called the scrotal sac, which can also be called what? The scrotum. It is located outside the abdominal cavity to enable sperm cell to produce at desirable temperature. It helps to enable the sperm cell to produce at desired temperature. The epididymis ensures the storage and maturation of sperm cell in the testes. The work of the epididymis is to ensure the storage and maturation of sperm cell in the testes. The testes are connected to the uterus masculinus. You can see from the diagram the uterus masculinus. So the testes are connected to the uterus masculinus by vas deferens, which transports sperm from testes to the uterus masculinus, where mature spermatozoa are stored until they are released during coitus. And coitus can also be referred to as what? Mating. Then in the diagram also, you can see something that looks like the spermatic cord. You can see the spermatic cord. And the work of this spermatic cord is to supply nutrient and oxygen to the testes. It is located along the urethra. We can see this diagram too. You can also see the urethra, which is an urogenital organ which helps to inject sperm into the vagina, as well as removal of urine. The urethra ends externally to what? The penis. So let's talk about the female reproductive system. Female reproductive system. The female reproductive system includes the ovaries. In this diagram, You can see the picture of the two ovaries. You can see the funnel. Can see the funnel like finger-like. The funnel. You can see the fallopian tubes. We can see the uterus, the vagina, bladder. We can see the vulva. When we talked about the female reproductive system, we can see that everything ends where? At what? The penis. But in the female, everything ends where? To where? To the vulva. So the female reproductive system includes the ovaries, which produces the ovum or ova, which are called eggs, enclosed by the Gravian follicle and some hormones such as estrogen. A mature egg or ovum is released from the follicle in the ovary into the oviduct, and this process is called ovulation. Ovulation is the release of mature eggs or ovum. As the ovum or eggs are released from the ovary, the female animal comes into heat and is willing to mate with the male animal. When we talk about it, is the willingness of the female animal to copulate, to mate with the male animals, and fertilization takes place. Fertilization is the fusion of male sex cell, that is the spermatozoa, and the female sex cell, the egg or ovum. Fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube or the oviduct. When the egg is fertilized by the spermatozoa, the fertilized eggs anchor itself to the wall of the uterus. When it anchors itself to the wall of the uterus, it's termed implantation. We say implantation has taken place. The development of the fetus takes place in the uterus. Development of the fetus takes place in the uterus. And below the uterus is the vagina, which receives the spermatozoa during copulation, that is during mating. The female reproductive system terminates with an external opening called the vulva. The female reproductive system terminates with an external opening called the vulva. So in this topic, I know if I ask you the meaning of reproduction, you should be able to tell me. You should be able to tell me some features in the male and the female reproductive system. And you should also be able to tell me the meaning of fertilization, the meaning of copulation, the meaning of implantation.